Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world or whatever time you'll be watching this video. So guys, can you tell me what is happening in the United States? Is there some sort of fight on traditionally female professions in the US? Now look at this. The Trump administration has redefined what counts as a professional degree for federal student loan programs, right? This change impacts how much students can borrow under the new repayment assistance plan, which replaces the Grad Plus loans starting in July 2026. Now, previously, many graduate programs like nursing, physical therapy, architecture, and social work were treated as professional, allowing students to borrow enough to cover high tuition costs. Now, under these new rules, only a narrow set of degrees qualify as professional. Listen to these degrees: medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, optometry, law, veterinary medicine, osteopathy, podiatry, chiropractic, theology, clinical psychology. Now listen to this shocker, guys. Everything else that was considered a profession have now been excluded, and these include nursing, physician assistant programs, physical therapy, audiology, architecture, accounting, education, social work, engineering, masters in business, counseling, and speech pathology. All of these are now excluded from being considered a professional degree. Now, why does this matter? Under the repayment assistance plan, professional students can borrow up to $50,000 per year, and graduate students, non-professionals, are capped at $20,500 per year. Now, that's a huge gap. Now, many excluded programs cost $40,000 to $70,000 annually, meaning students will need private loans or personal funds to bridge the difference. Do you get that, guys? So if you wanted to study nursing, accounting, social work, there has been that cap on the loans that you can get. So basically, if you wanted to be in any of those professions, you are going to basically foot the entire tuition for yourselves. And I repeat, most of those programs, they cost between $40,000 to $70,000 annually. Now, what could be some of the repercussions and ripple effects? There will be financial barriers, right? Students in excluded fields will face higher out-of-pocket costs or turn to private loans with higher interest rates, right? And this could discourage enrollment in critical professions like nursing and teaching. There will be workforce shortages, right? Healthcare already faces staffing crises, and nursing programs alone enroll over 260,000 bachelor in nursing students and 40,000 ADN students annually. Now, if fewer people can afford these degrees, you can expect worsening shortages in hospitals and clinics. Now let us look at the gender equity concerns, right? So fields like nursing, social work, and education are traditional female-dominated jobs, right? And critics argue that this policy disproportionately affects women, potentially deepening the gender pay and opportunity gaps. Let us look at the long-term impact. There will be pipeline shrinkage, meaning fewer graduates in essential roles like nursing, therapists, and teachers. Regional disparities, rural areas already struggling to attract healthcare workers may suffer the most. The economic ripple, reduced workforce in education and healthcare could strain public systems and increase costs for patients and schools. Now, let us look at the pushback. Organizations like the American Nurses Association and American Association of Colleges of Nursing are lobbying to reverse these changes, warning that they threaten the foundation of patient care and undermine decades of program. What is the bottom line? That this isn't just a financial tweak. It's a policy shift that could reshape the future of healthcare, education, and social services. If these rules stand, we can expect higher tuition stress, fewer professionals in critical fields, and growing inequities. Now, I want you to think of these 3 questions, guys. Do you think limiting student loans for nursing and education degrees will discourage people from entering these fields, or will it push schools to lower tuition? 2, should the government decide which careers are professional, or should that be based on workforce needs and licensing requirements? And 3, how might these changes affect healthcare and education in the next 10 years? Will we see more shortages or creative solutions? Leave me your comments in the comment section, guys. I really would appreciate hearing what you guys have to say about this policy change in the United States, and if you think this is a push to eliminate female in the workplace, and why is this targeted at traditionally female oriented jobs? Let me know in the comments, guys. And as usual, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on any of these topics that I'm sharing with you. Catch you on the next video.